Let's see if we're live. Check the sound. Testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three. Say something.
Test, test, test. Test, test, test.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, that's okay, everybody. Trying to get started, but yeah, we're live. We're live. Only two of us today. Mayhem's not feeling good, so he said he couldn't make it, but it's okay. But we still got a couple things to talk about tonight on tonight's episode. But yeah, this is episode 53 of Hidden in the Polygons, and I'm joined here by or with,
It's Emperor Gill, your co-host.
and it's me, Chaotic Smith. What's your shirt say, Emperor? Party like it's.
Uh,
I just seen
Party.
the party.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation shirt. It says party like it's 1994, and you just got on the PlayStation.
Is that when the PlayStation was released, right?
Yeah,
I like it. I'm jealous.
same year I was born.
No, youngin, young buck. Mm, yep. But yeah, this is episode 53, and not too much to talk about. Just got some some news or some rumors about the psvr 2 specs, and you know that Diablo game got delayed maybe because of. I mean, they put why it was delayed, but I think maybe we could discuss it maybe because of everything that's going on with Activision. Maybe they delayed it because they didn't want that game released when they got all this drama around the company. But you never know. And we got some Street Fighter updates and some betas, upcoming betas to talk about. But I guess I can talk about that. Right, let's see. Get my notes. I'm trying to find it. Well, I think August 12th we got the Back for Blood. I think that's what it's called. Back for Blood. Is that the game?
Yep,
And that
yep.
that has an upcoming. I think they're doing something this weekend that you can early access or something. But I know that they have an open beta coming happening I can't talk. My
So
brain.
yeah,
August 12th. I think it's when it starts. I froze up for a minute. Yeah, August 12th they have an upcoming open beta for Back for Blood. So Emperor, I wanted to get you. How you feel about? Are you planning on getting this game? Are you excited? Are you gonna try the beta? What's your impression of this
I
game?
actually have been playing it already.
You're already into it. Okay, this is good. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently there is for people that pre-ordered the game, they have an early access to it
Okay,
this weekend.
that's what you had to do.
Yeah, but I they gave me that code just because like I had participated in the alpha uh, beta thing, the alpha version of this. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's part of what I'm going to be doing this weekend.
Awesome. Yeah, I want to. I'm thinking about because I'm not so hyped about the game just because I don't really kill for zombies. I ain't gonna lie. But I watched a little bit of somebody play last night on Twitch, and it looks like it'd be a fun multiplayer. Playing with your buddies.
Yeah,
Like developer commentary saying I'm smashed. Well, I mean, it would be fun getting smashed and playing this game because you just could be killing zombies. So I wouldn't mind having a couple of drinks. I don't know if I would get smashed because I can't do the hangovers anymore. But I wouldn't mind having a couple of drinks and just killing some zombies. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting into this beta just to check it out, see how fun I like, see how the controls feel, see if I like it. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but if it's not too hard to get into the free beta, I might give it a shot. But
Yeah, the open beta you just download.
you don't have to. You don't have to sign up to a website. Cause I feel like I seen like
Uh,
you had it maybe.
Open beta, I don't think so, but
Okay. Yeah.
this one I think.
If I could just get on, if I just see it on the PSN store and it's really easy to download, I'll definitely give it a shot. But so how? What do you think about it since you've been? How much have you played of it?
I only played for about 2 hours. Yeah, but overall, it feels really good. Very reminiscent of what's it called, Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah. See, I wasn't a fan of Left 4 Dead. So that's my biggest thing is I wasn't a fan of Left 4 Dead. So I just didn't like the controls. It just I mean, any kind of multiplayer you get with your buddies and play and shoot stuff, it should be fun. But man, if I don't like the way the game feels, like we talked about this last week, it's just hard for me to get into a game where I don't like the controls, man. It's just hard for me to play a game where I don't like the controls. And I remember playing that when the first one that came out, and it was just like, I just couldn't get into it. It just, but like I said, I'll give this one a try and see what it's about. But do you have anything else to say about this? So are you go
Not yet.
so you down so you pre-ordered the game? Is that how you got into the beta?
No.
You
Uh,
just went to the site and signed up.
yeah, I went. So for the alpha build that they had like a couple of months ago,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I did register for that. I participated in it, and apparently this round, anybody that participated in alpha got a free code to get it.
Okay. So are
So
you
that's how I got in.
so you all plan on buying? Are you planning on buying the game though?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. Like I said, right now I don't have any plans. But when does the game actually come out?
October 12th.
Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to see what's getting released around that time.
Yeah, didn't you say you had something coming out?
I mean, I'm not sure what comes out. Maybe that I got. I know like there's a couple of games, but most of them are in August and September, so I'm not sure about October.
Man,
I think I think Riders Republic, which I'll lead into that story. That has a beta coming out too. I think that comes out in September too. Man, it's like all my games will all come out the same month. It's like 2 weeks apart, and it's like and they're like some of them are like 40-hour games, so it's like we'll see.
yeah.
But I know Rise Republic's got I forgot what the date is, but they have a upcoming beta coming out too. I think
I think if I remember correctly, it was like the 23rd.
yeah, it's just end of this month. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm definitely looking forward to this game. I'm itching for a cool like it's mainly a cool snowboarding game or like a BMX game. So this game has all different. I'm really curious how this like it looks fun just watching it all the stuff, but I'm really curious at how the game. I'm curious at how the game is put together, how the how the I don't know what developers commentary put in the chat. Let's say something about Harry Potter, so I don't know. But I'm really curious at how this game structure is gonna be because you see the videos look so fun with different bikes, snowboarding, uh, people gliding in the air, all these different things, and it looks fun. But I'm wondering how the courses is gonna be. What is it gonna be like a is it all gonna be downhill? I think I might have seen like is it gonna be like some street courses you can do? I'm really curious about how the game structure gonna be and how how what kind of game it is. The structure of the game. When you jump on and multiplayer, this the things you can do and the different activities and different courses and how it is playing different. Riding the bikes or glide. I wonder how all that stuff comes together and how you level up your character. And I don't know, it looks fun, but it's like you just don't know the structure because it's got so much as far as being on a bike or being on a snowboard or gliding. and all this stuff. So I'm on all the different courses and how it's just how it's put together and structured. So I'm really curious to see how, and it's been delayed. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with it. But what you think about this?
Yeah, I'm interested in the game. Like I don't know, last like sports game I ever played was like probably SSX back on PS2. But I don't know, like it's, like these type of like sports games never like I never gravitated towards. So I might play it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually I love Dave Mix Freestyle BMX. I love Cool Border series. Like I didn't play the first Cool
Yeah,
Borders, but like 2, 3, and 4. I enjoyed those games and I enjoyed the SSX. But I didn't enjoy the SSX games as much as I enjoyed Cool Borders. I would have to say I like SSX,
yeah,
but Cool Borders 2 and 3 and 4. I I remember like I loved 2 a lot because I had that game, and I remember I think I played 3 a little bit, but I remember playing 4. Man, I just thought like back then like oh these graphics is just I just remember the graphics on Cool Borders 4 being so cool and just such good times. So I'm really and this game feels in like Dave Mill Freestyle BMX playing that game just so much story and I feel like when I see this game just from watching the videos now I'm getting that same kind of excitement. Now we'll see how the game is structured and how it is actual game. But when I watch these videos, it really brings me that type of excitement. I'm really like, oh, this is the first time watching like a new, you know, you know, snowboarding or alternative biking or type of game. It gets me excited by the videos. So the other games I see them and they kind of spark my interest, but they never really brought me to high. Like I play that they put that steep game or a snowboarding game on PSN Plus and it wasn't no good. So I'm hoping this one is good. And developers commentating says SX Tricky is the best. I would have to say I like SSS Tricky, but it's definitely not the best. Cool Borders 2 or is probably my favorite, or maybe 4. I don't know. It's a toss up as far as snowboarding games go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this beta. Hopefully we get a couple tracks and get to play. And just want to see how it feels and just doing stunts, man. It would be pretty awesome. So the next story I have, next news item is, I guess I'm gonna talk about the Street Fighter 5 update because the PSVR 2 might be a little bit longer with the, but I think it was Wednesday. We got a Street Fighter 5 summer update, and there was actually a lot of stuff that was announced. We got they showed we got 2 new characters showing off, but then the other character was teased at the very end. I'll say that for the end. But yeah, you had Akira and Oro, which Oro was from Street Fighter Doge Strike, so he's an old guy. Actually, I probably could have had a video of this, but yeah, he's an older guy. Yeah, and the other chick, she's from rival school, but they're both coming out. I think they're both coming out. Yeah, they're both being released August 16th, so getting 2 characters released at once. And then we got the new stage, which is Akira stage, and then they showed off this. Capcom showed off this new tournament mode. It's well, they already had a tournament mode, but I guess it's being improved, and you know, you can be allowed to create your own tournaments. But I think they already have this mode, but I think it's just improving it, and they showed off like some new skins coming to Fortnite, like Gayu and Kami, and they announced the new league season, and then also they closed it out with a tease. Everybody, because at the very when they first announced Street Fighter Five's season 4, they pretty much showed off all the characters except for the very last character. So nobody knew what this character was gonna be. It was like, oh, is it gonna be a guest character? You know, and this and the whole time. So it's been a lot of built up. see what this character is. And they finally announced, they finally showed who it is. And I mean, I don't really play Street Fighter, but I like the Street Fighter story. I like the characters in Street Fighter. I don't really like the game as much as I used to, but I love the characters, and I love the Street Fighter anime. So I'm always interested in the lore and the stories and stuff. So I was kind of looking forward to what kind of character it was going to be. And to me, I'm a little disappointed. It doesn't look too bad, but it's some other characters they could have brought with it. For being a character that they kept hidden so time, I think it's a little weak back in the way I understand. Because pretty much it's a brand new character. His name is Luke, and I guess he's supposed to be like an MMA fighter, but and his fight doesn't look too bad, but to me it's just for being like a brand new character, I just think it's kind of weak. I think his design is kind of weak. He's just wearing shorts, like it seems like he's following somebody or he wants to be like he idols somebody, but you don't know who. Like if you watch the video, he's talking about he's kind of hinting towards like he's been training like somebody, but he doesn't really fight like nobody in the game. I can maybe he might fight against one guy that's not in the game but I don't know. He just he fights. He's doing a lot of punches, but he does do some kicks. But he's kind of like an MMA fighter. Everybody thinks it would be looks like it would be Ken's son, but that's not Ken's son's name. And because this guy's supposed to be, also the main thing is this guy's supposed to be in Street Fighter 6. Because they said this is the future of Street Fighter, so they're kind of hinting like this guy is coming Street Fighter 5, but he's going to be in Street Fighter 6. Seems like. But like I said, to me, he doesn't look bad fighting wise. He, but for being like the last character and being hidden, I don't know. It's kind of let down because at least his outfit it just looks basic and his fighting style just looks basic, like an MMA kind of fighter. I don't know. You got anything? But that was pretty much it though. It didn't say when he's coming out, but I don't know. You see any of this, Emperor? Or you probably don't keep up with Street Fighter, do you?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about Street Fighter this season is they wasn't gonna do another season of Street Fighter, which is kind of crazy. I guess that's why this character it makes sense that he is the future because they wasn't gonna do another season of Street Fighter 5. They was gonna actually release Street Fighter 6, but Street Fighter 6 got not canceled, but it's got delayed. It was never announced, but internally it got delayed because the one guy that was in charge of Street Fighter they let him go because they was having some differences in. I am spacing out today. I am sorry. I don't know what it is. I've been a little sick, it seems like, but I am spacing out. But it seems like yeah, they was going to release Street Fighter 6 or at least announce it, but that game got delayed and pushed back internally because they just I guess the way it was. I guess Capcom wasn't happy in what was shown off of the game so far, so they had pretty much had to scrap what they had and start working on it fresh. Or I don't know if they keep any of the ideas, but so they went ahead and announced a new season of Street Fighter 5 to hold people over. So and maybe this guy was, I don't know if he's fighting because he's fighting. I mean, it seems like it would fit with Street Fighter 5. So I'm not seeing any like him playing differently. So I'm not sure if Street Fighter 6 is gonna play the same way as Street Fighter 5, but maybe they just made him fit to this game too, so it's kind of hard to tell. But it is kind of cool that the teasing what Street Fighter 6 is, but this guy's not teasing much because he just looks like a normal character. He doesn't really stand out to me, I guess. And it's not really his fighting. His fighting looks okay, his style, but it's just his whole character design just doesn't really look. It just looks too basic. I don't know. Which I like. I don't mind basic designs, but this is just for being a last character. It's a little bit weak. But yeah, but for all you Street Fighter fans, yeah, there you go. So next, I'm gonna send the PSVR 2 stuff last, I guess. But the next news is uh, Diablo Immortal gave a development update, and pretty much it's being delayed. They gave different reasons why it's being delayed. They're talking about they want to add some more PVE stuff to the end game, I guess, and adding controller support to the game, which I didn't. I figured they would have controller support if it's coming out to consoles. I don't know, but I don't know. But yeah, they got different reasons why it's being delayed. But I want to ask you, and you think the main reason why this is probably being delayed is because of the whole stuff that's going on with uh, Activision and Blizzard? You think that's probably the reason why it's getting delayed?
I mean, more than likely.
Because yeah, I mean maybe it would have been delayed, but they already had didn't they have like a beta earlier? Yeah, they're saying they're making all these changes from the beta, and maybe they wouldn't. But I just think that I mean Call of Duty's still gonna come out, that, so they
Yeah.
don't matter. But but this is more prior. But Diablo is more of the Blizzard side, right? So you can see, and maybe but I think that that's probably the reason why it's being delayed because of the whole Activision and Blizzard stuff. With with the whole scandal and everything going on. But yep, it's been delayed until not much to talk about besides it being. I mean, I wasn't really excited for this game. I mean, Diablo's okay, but it's I really like Path of Exile. So I haven't finished the first Path of Exile, but I'm pretty close to finishing. I don't know. It's kind of got bored with it, and this even though I like it, but I am kind of wanting to see what Path of Exile 2 looks like because that trailer showed off looked pretty cool. So, but yep. You got anything else to say about this topic?
No.
Oh, was you interested in this game at all?
I actually never played a Diablo game.
Oh, wow. You're a PC guy too, man. You play PC games. You know, playing on Diablo.
I played Diablo like games, but I never actually played Diablo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Diablo is supposed to be the top dog.
I'm not Richard.
Yeah. Well, he's not a big Diablo fan either. He's MMO guy, but not really Diablo.
Uh,
So let's talk about PSVR, PlayStation VR 2. I I think Sony's officially talked about it, but they haven't really officially announced it like at a press conference. But they have. I think they have came out and talked about it a little bit. But I don't think this is not. These are definitely not official specs. These are just rumor. But pretty much what we got here is Sony's not really calling it PSVR 2. They're calling it next gen VR right now. I guess behind the scenes, that's what they're calling it. They're not calling it. Uh, developer developers commented says boycott Blizzard until cessation. Well, I don't need to boycott them because they don't really have any games I want to play. So, but yeah. So it's specs we got. This information about it, I guess you can say, is that Sony's referring it to as next gen VR, not really VR2. It's using some type of, it says Fresnel OLED screens. I don't know if you know what that is. Fresnel.
uh, I
Fre-
did look it up, and apparently it's like a pattern on the glass thing.
hmm. Was supposed to be what 2000 by 2040 resolution per eye. So I guess that's good. I don't know how much better that is than the first one. What's the one you got? That didn't you get the newest one from Steam or whatever? Or Oculus?
Yeah, the same index.
Yeah, what's that resolution per eye? It's probably I'm sure it's more than this, but
I can look it up.
yeah, but it's got 4K HDR display. Um, FOV is 110 degrees, which I guess that's the field of view. I'm not sure how much difference that is than regular PlayStation VR. And it uses flexible scale and resolution in addition to foveated rendering. I don't even know what that is, which use the conjunction eye tracking, both which aims to scale resolution based upon the user's concentrated view and reduces the strains on the PS5 resources. Yeah, a lot of technical stuff. I don't know what that is, but okay. They said they also got haptics of playing for the headset um, to I guess to reduce motion sickness and improve immersion. So I didn't really get motion sickness from PlayStation VR, but I didn't play it too much. But I didn't really have a problem with motion sickness.
Yeah, I'm not sure how haptics are supposed to reduce motion sickness.
Yeah, I'm like that's like a shaking and stuff.
Mm.
Was yeah, I
Yeah,
guess maybe because it yeah. Cause I remember when I hear people talk about motion sickness, it's just because like the way you're moving and what you're seeing sometimes doesn't match up. So that's why you get
yeah,
kind of sick. So maybe if you're there and you're bumping into something, having that feedback makes it more realistic. So maybe you don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But and then this is about the controllers. It says the controllers will include capacity touch sensors, which are analog based and can track the distance between your fingers and thumb. I mean, okay. I think I've seen a picture of what they might be. Yeah, it looked okay. And you got in addition to having haptics and adaptive triggers, which have already been announced, Sony wants to move away from VR experiences and concentrate on AAA games with an aim to make hybrid games that are playable in both flat screen and VR. When those titles launch, you can select which version you want to download. That's kind of strange. Why would it be two different games to download? I guess they want one big game to. Mm. But they haven't mentioned about backwards compatible for VR1. But there is a push to remaster some of PSVR1 games, and it's supposedly supposed to launch. Oh, the plans will be revealed in early 2022. So maybe Devil's commentary wants me to ask why I want ask. Wait a minute. Why won't you ask me what I want to talk about? Okay. Since it's a light
I was,
since it's a light day, what do you want to talk about? Devil's commentary. Throw
why
me.
doesn't he just hop on? He's already here.
What's the topic? Hop on. Or what's the topic you want to talk about?
Oh, by the way, the resolution for the index is 1440 by 1600 per eye.
This is even more than
So
that. Mm, I don't
yeah,
see.
this is even more. So
This thing might be expensive. Season four.
uh, what?
Season four. Okay. We'll let Emperor. We'll let you talk about your gaming news, and then we'll talk about season four of Cobra Kai release. We'll talk about that at the end, since it's not gaming. It's but I'll let you talk about your what you had to say, and then we'll come back to season four of Cobra Kai. Cause I did see the trailer of that. I need to watch it again though. I kind of watched it. I think I watched it. Was on my phone. I need to watch it again. I think season. I think season four is gonna be good though. I won't lie. I'm excited because yeah, it's all about the tournament. I remember it now. But you ready to go, Emperor?
I want to talk about this PlayStation VR thing. Uh,
Oh yeah, so are you gonna get? Are you planning on getting the new PSVR 2 or next gen PlayStation?
see, here's the thing. I'm not sure. because I already have the index. So
Yeah, and there's rumors that this PSVR is supposed to, like, another topic I was gonna talk about, but I'll just throw this part in. That was from that big old rumors is that uh the next, well, they call it the next gen VR is supposed to work on PCs. So what do you think about that? You think they could this? Does that make maybe this thing's gonna be more expensive if they're making it work on PS5 and PCs? Could it mean that this might be, or do you think it's gonna be around the same starting price as the regular VR was when it came out? Which I was thinking with $300 maybe.
it might be around the same price. I can't see it being anywhere more expensive than that.
Yeah, I can see it. I can't see it being more than the price of the PS5. I will say
Yeah.
that. So it'll probably be 300, maybe 400, because it's probably gonna come bundled with the controllers and stuff. So it could be,
Now you're gonna need the whole thing. So
yeah,
I mean, if it can work for PC as well, just straight out the box, I would say that's actually great for them.
yeah. So this means that
Um,
maybe they want the VR games they want to sell on PlayStation and PC,
yeah,
and maybe they just want some of the PC. Maybe they want some of the PC games that maybe it will only work with the VR to work on PlayStation, so they can get those games too on the PlayStation.
maybe that's the thing. I'm not sure whether I want to get this. It's like I already have the index, but
Yeah, to me the only reason
unless
why,
unless
unless
the
they got, yeah,
games
you have to have some.
are exclusive
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
console.
that would be, yeah. I think people who already got that one you got wouldn't get this. Let's do some exclusive games that it will only work on that.
And if that game is actually worth it.
Yeah, well, it have to be more than one game, I would think. And I think it could. I think they could do, like they said, they want some of the games to work on both flat screen and VR. So I think that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of games that maybe are not VR by themselves, but they have VR features, right?
Yeah,
Or maybe they broke in VR, not VR. So maybe that's why you would get the PlayStation One. So maybe all your first party title games can work in VR.
maybe. But yeah, but we'll see how far they push this plan of making AAA games.
I just think the games they're working on, they're gonna work. A lot of them are gonna work VR and not VR.
Nah, man, like are they having more effort into making AAA games for
Well,
VR?
well, I think what they're saying is the games that are coming out that are AAA, they will work in VR and not VR. They will work both way.
No,
And
I'm not even talking about whether it's gonna work there or not. It's are you gonna make a AAA experience just for VR?
oh, just by itself.
Yeah,
I mean, I think they might, but I don't think it's bad to have a game working VR, not VR. Kind of like Resident Evil 7. I think they're gonna be doing more stuff like that, and I think that's fine. I think
yeah,
if you can make it a fun experience in VR, I think you can do it. I don't want to see them forcing games in VR, right? But if you can make a game that works in VR good, like Resident Evil 7 does, and doesn't have to be in VR, I think that's a good idea. But I don't. You wouldn't want to see them force games in VR. Well, you're not really forcing them because you don't have to play in VR, but you understand that.
yeah.
Like I said, I'd see them just have more experiences. Like if they were smart, they would have more during this whole pandemic where people were staying home and couldn't go out to concerts. Just have more VR experiences because that Utah one I experienced, that was only 3 songs or 2 songs, and that was awesome. Just and it was basic. It wasn't nothing crazy, but shit, hey, I had a good time. Just I thought it was a neat experience. They can do more, and it was free too, so they can do more stuff like that, and maybe have a whole show like that, or maybe like a big show, but a little bit longer than 3 songs. 'Cause it wasn't like it was just you picked the song and you did. It wasn't like a continuous show. But if you can actually do like a show, you know, that would be pretty cool. And they can do some cool things with it. They
Yeah.
could they could really do some cool, not just gaming stuff, but like stuff with VR and PlayStation and with consoles and stuff. And they would have had that when this whole pandemic was going on. never been good because people were stuck. Well, shit, we might be getting stuck again with this. But it seems like what's going on with this new variant coming, Delta hitting everybody up, and I don't know. But I don't think anything's gonna be locked down. I just think the stuff is gonna get more tight. But this would be cool though. I can see concerts. People not maybe wanting to go to concerts and stuff again though, stuff like that. But if you can have, and if you and your buddies was just like everybody has, y'all have a PlayStation, y'all have a VR, and y'all just if you just able to like all jump on, it'd be like a game, but it'd be like a concert. But y'all say you're on Netflix or maybe on PlayStation stores or whatever how they do it. Y'all all jump on the same little concert, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, the pandemic's still going on, but I'm just saying when it was when we was in lockdown. I mean, that's what I mean by pandemic. We're still in the pandemic, but when we was lockdown, when everybody was staying, well, most people were staying home. That's what I meant by pandemic. I mean when we was staying home, when we didn't have no vaccine, you know. But like I said, if everybody 2022 is gonna be 2020-2. I don't think 2022 is gonna be as bad as 2020. If it's bad, it be in a different. It will be worse in different reasons, not because of the virus. It would be because of how people acting and how people feel about taking. I don't want to go with politics, but I'll explain this. I think 2022 is that it's not because of the virus itself, which it is, but it's more about how people feel about taking the vaccine and people's opinion about things and people just acting crazy. It'll be a big mess because of that, not really the virus. It shouldn't be because the virus like shouldn't be as bad as that, but I guess it's really up to the people. But what I'm saying about if everybody like say you about the VR, say everybody is like a game or a concert, and you got a bunch of your buddies. Oh man, you know what? It's like maybe it's like 20 minutes long. It's like whatever
Yeah,
concert you want to see, and y'all join the concert at one time, and y'all all there, and maybe you can see your virtual self in the stands, right? But then you not y'all all experience that concert together in that little area in VR. That would be kind of neat. You know what I'm saying? You could be home, chilling at your own house, maybe having a couple drinks, but all y'all there talking to each other and listen to the music, and then you know, I think that'd be kind of neat. That'd be kind of neat experience. You know.
kind of like that Fortnite stuff that they've been doing.
Yeah, like Fortnite, but in VR. Like yeah, when people
Yeah,
like Fortnite when they had the big shows and everybody still
yeah,
listen. Yeah, but like that, but in VR. Yep, that's exactly what I mean. Yep, I think they can do some stuff like that. You got anything else about VR?
no, that was it. Was that for your news?
Uh, yeah. Then like I said, not a whole lot of stuff. Like I said, the Halo beta was out over the weekend, but I didn't get to play it, so I don't have any opinions about it. But people seem to like it. I'm excited about that to get my hands on it, but I mean, I don't really had nothing else to talk about than we talked about last week because I haven't got to play it myself. But yeah, that's all the main news I have. Like I said, not a whole lot of news came out this week. Just small updates and stuff. But yeah, I think that's all the news I have. I could be forgetting something, but I don't know what it is. If I am forgetting something, like I said, we'll talk about the season 4 of Cobra Kai after you talk about your gaming news.
Well, one thing before I get to my main news is that apparently Battlefield's gonna have a short movie instead of a campaign.
Mm.
So the
I do have something to talk about. But before you get to your main thing, I'll talk about what you talk about this Battlefield. It's kind of goes along with Battlefield. It's a different game, but it's long. I just something just popped in my head. But I just remember. I just remember something happened. But yeah, we'll talk about Battlefield first.
yeah, this is gonna be a quick, short thing. Apparently they're making like a little short film. They haven't said how long it was, but apparently it's just gonna be a short film about the how the world ended up the way it is in the game, and apparently it's gonna follow some journalist or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is just gonna explain the whole world, how it ended up being how it is.
But there's not gonna be no campaign you play.
No,
Hmm. Man, they're dropping the
which I
ball.
think is pretty good.
I think it's
I
weak.
mean, I think it's weak.
Listen, listen.
I mean,
I might be. I'm just saying this. This is why I'm saying that for because it's not having no battle royale mode, so all it has is multiplayer.
yeah,
Mm.
I mean that's like
I don't know how many
98% of what most people buy Call of Duty.
that is, and I think Call of Duty was weak too when they didn't have a campaign, but they did have a war zone, right? Oh, it was Blackout when they didn't have the one that didn't have. I think the one they didn't have a campaign. They had
I
with
think
them.
that was
Cause they had
Blackout
Blackout.
4.
So to me, I think it's weak not having a campaign. I don't know how many multiplayer modes you got, but only have a multiplayer
So you're telling me you're willing to spend $60 just for like a 10-hour, 8-hour campaign?
on top of multiplayer, not campaign by itself. Having both of them, I think it's the total. I'm looking at the total package. Now I ain't spending nothing because I ain't a fan of Battlefield. I'm just saying.
But I'm
I
just saying in
I know.
general, it's like you have you have a campaign and a multiplayer.
Yeah, I think people. I think that's just like to me when I look for the Halo, I look for the campaign and I look forward to the multiplayer. I look forward to both of them.
Yeah,
That's a whole package. Well, in this one, you're not getting it. I mean, you're getting the story, I guess, but I'm not playing Battlefield for the story. I mean, I would play if I was playing it, but not just to watch it now.
yeah.
Cause I think campaigns gives you a different type of gameplay than just straight up multiplayer. And I think them taking it away is kind of weak. But I don't know how big the multiplayer is. I mean, I'm not sure how many modes they got, so all that could be different. But I know they don't have battle royale, so I think it's kind of I don't know. I think it's a little. I have to see how big the multiplayer is, but not.
I mean, speaking from experience, like for me,
I know most people do it for the multiplayer. I understand that, but I do think that when you're accustomed to getting both, when they take one away, that's the problem.
I will say this: the recent Battlefield games that had the campaigns were kind of weak. So
I'm not
I'm
judging
not
how
mad
good they
about that.
are, but how long are they? But how many? But they still give you hours of content. Now you taking that content away, and that's for the same price. That multiplayer's got to be something special. It's got to be a lot to the multiplayer for you to justify people paying the full price when you're not getting the same amount of content. Does that make sense?
I mean that makes
I
sense,
felt the
but
same way about Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty gave you Blackout, so they gave you another mode instead of a campaign, so it's not as bad because you did get another type of mode. But it's like,
I mean for me it feels justified. Just speaking from experience of Battlefield games.
no, I mean, I'm not a Battlefield guy, so I don't want to go in deep. I'm saying when you take something
Yeah.
away and you justify and you're making them pay the same amount of money, that's a little weak. There's got to be why am I paying the same amount of money and I'm getting less, right? If you're getting the next gen, you might be paying more. You might be paying 70. I don't know if it's so you're paying $70 now. All I'm getting to multiplayer and it's story movie or whatever. It's a little weak. But I don't know how big the multiplayer is. I don't know how many modes it is. So I don't want to talk. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might be
Yeah.
justifiable, like you said, but in a way, it's not because if you had it in the last game, now you don't, and I'm paying the same amount of money. Then to me, it's not justifiable because you're taking something away. Unless the multiplayer is bigger than it was last game, then maybe like, oh, we made the multiplayer bigger and better, and you can
Yeah, but
justify.
take it take it from this. It's like ever since this game was announced, they should have had a huge boom of people going back to the multiplayer of Battlefield 4.
Oh, I
People
believe
ain't, people aren't going back to play the campaign. They're going back to play the multiplayer.
that's. But the campaign gives you some hours of content though. Like when I go, to
It
me,
gave you some hours of content, but for me, Battlefield is not the meat and
I,
the
I,
Battlefield campaigns aren't the meat and potatoes of it.
hey, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying if you have a product and it costs this much money and it has this much stuff in it, now a new product it comes out and you took something away, but you want the same price as this product, but you took something away. Does that make sense? Taking stuff away but changing the same price. It doesn't,
Is
right?
what you're focusing on gonna be better?
I'm not. I'm just talking about what the product is. If you take something away and still charge me the same price, you're not happy. That's not right.
But how good of the quality is the new product?
I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. I don't think it's gonna be good enough to justify taking it away. In my opinion, it ain't no, but like I said, I don't know that. I'm just saying this. What I this hearing this news. If you take something away and you charge the same price, that does not add up in my opinion. To me,
Like,
I'm
I
coming out.
understand
And then
what you're saying, but
one reason I'm saying this, I always hope back in the day when Destiny came out, people complained about, oh, Destiny was too short. Oh, they
it
didn't.
was too short.
No. You can't say that. Don't say that.
I can because I played it.
I'm gonna get you now. Now I'm about to go up in your ass. Listen to everybody saying
I
you
beat that game in
let,
4 days. I
no,
didn't know what to do with my time.
look. You complaining about you beat the campaign in 4 days, but what did that game give you? You talking about Battlefield's okay with only multiplayer? Destiny had
I can
multiplayer.
tell you what it gave me.
Listen,
I can tell you what it gave
listen,
me.
listen to me now. Listen to me
Okay,
now.
go ahead. Go
Let me,
ahead.
let
Go
me
ahead.
give a point,
Go
then
ahead.
then you come
Go
back.
ahead.
You're saying that Battlefield's okay with only multiplayer. You saying Destiny was too short, but Destiny campaign was a little short. I don't disagree. But what else did it give you? It gave you multiplayer. It gave you PvP and PvE. It gave you raids and strikes on top of the campaign. So how's it too short when it's giving you all this, the whole package? Yes, the campaign was a little short. I won't lie. Of course, I wanted more. It was fun. But it gave me other stuff to do. It gave me PvP, which is better than Battlefield, hands down. And it gave you raids and strikes and things to do, right? So you can say it was too short. But how? It gave you all this content. Battlefield's only giving you multiplayer. And you're going to say it's okay, but you're going to dog on Destiny? Nah, you can't do that. You lost. Where's your argument at? You have no argument. Destiny's giving you all this other content on top of the campaign. And Battlefield's only giving you multiplayer, and it's okay? But you can complain about Destiny being too short? Nah, you can't say it. You lost. Do you see my point, though?
No.
It's so simple. Destiny gives you
Hold on. Let me
campaign.
tell you my experience.
Okay, I'll let you go because I was just ranting this a little
For
bit.
me, I think I completed the game in about a week, just playing like 2 hours every day. Not once, not once since playing like the main story of Destiny did I ever feel excited or even figure out what the heck was going on because like it was so fucking boring.
Mm, mm. I'm gonna let
And even all the way up to
I'm gonna
the
let you
end,
finish, but
where
I'm
it
about to
was
get you.
supposed to be like this whole climactic thing about killing some fucking god. I was like, wait, this is supposed to be the ending. This is what the whole thing ended up being.
No,
Like when I completed that, I was like, okay, I'm halfway into the game.
So are you complaining that you didn't like the story, or are you complaining about content? Because I'm not talking about what you like.
I
I'm talking about content right now. Now, if
hold on.
okay,
I was gonna continue my, I was gonna continue my reason.
okay.
After that, I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just keep on playing it and stuff. I kind of burned myself out of Destiny. Probably that weekend I got it because I was just playing it 24/7. I just burned myself out because like I just like yeah, multiplayer was good and I did have a good time with it. But it was the same game modes over and over again. And also just like
So
I
it's
fucking
multiplayer and
hated the
Battlefield.
grinding. I hated the grinding and also by the time the raid came out, I was just like I'm fucking done with this. Like I've burned myself out with just playing Destiny 24/7. Oh, so I'm gonna look up something.
Okay,
What year did Destiny come out?
I don't know, but I got
Let me see.
I'm about to get up in you though, brother. Well, I need to know context though because I need to understand like when I'm talking about Battlefield, I don't like Battlefield at all. The gameplay sucks. It's trash in my opinion. But I'm not talking about I'm not talking
That's because
about.
you don't play enough.
I've played plenty of times, but I,
Whatever.
it's worse than Call of Duty, so it's definitely trash. But I'm not talking about.
Ooh, that's some fighting words right
I
there.
know, but I'm not. But here I'm not trying to discuss which game is better, right? I'm just talking about content rise, right? That's all
Yeah,
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about if you get burnt out. That's how you feel about it. I'm talking about content rise, and a lot of people complain about people love Destiny. Say, oh, gameplay is fun, it's awesome,
they come out 20 minutes.
but they were just talking about it was too short. And what I'm bringing to the argument is you talking about it has the same game modes. What the hell is Battlefield got the same multiplayer modes? So your argument you're not making a better argument. You just didn't like Destiny after so long. But the content you're not. I'm talking about content. If Battlefield only has multiplayer and you saying it's okay, but you complain about Destiny's content that was too short, but Destiny has more content. So I don't understand your argument. I'm not talking about if you like the game or not, because that's opinion based. And to me, like Destiny blows every shooter out of the water. It's better than every shooter. On it, shooter that's maybe better as Halo, and Halo has better multiplayer than Destiny, but Destiny does everything else better, like as far as the strikes and raids. But Halo
It
just
is Bungie, so
well they don't do Halo no more. But yeah, it came. And that's why I like Destiny because it feels like Halo, just a little bit different. But
yeah,
to me,
Bungie created Halo, so obviously you're gonna like it.
yeah, well, I mean they could have create a different type of game. But I'm just talking about content because I don't want to talk about what game is better because that's opinion based. Like I said, I'm talking about you say Battlefield's okay with only multiplayer, but you say Destiny was too short, but Destiny has more content. So I'm just trying to see your reasoning. Cause you didn't give me a reason. You just said you got burnt out, but you didn't tell me that you didn't explain
I
to me.
got burnt out and bored.
But you can get bored in Battlefield because you're playing the same stuff. You're just playing multiplayer over and over.
Yes, but the multiplayer gameplay of it is different.
But it's the same. But it's not. You don't got more modes than Destiny. To me, you got more stuff to do in Destiny than Battlefield. Even with the campaign, you got more stuff to do. I just don't understand how your argument doesn't. All you have is multiplayer in Battlefield, but Destiny has other stuff to do besides multiplayer. It has a lot of different types of multiplayer, but you're not explaining why how Battlefield's okay with only having multiplayer, but Destiny was too short when it has all these other type of modes.
Uh,
I,
I feel like it's
I, I,
kind of hard to
that's all
explain when you
that's
don't
all
play
I'm
the
saying.
game. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I've been in Battlefield. I know the different. I know the modes you got. I've been in. Like I said, I
Yeah,
play
but you
multi.
haven't played it long enough to how can I say this, to understand how to actually play Battlefield. If that makes any type of sense.
Dude, it's very listen. It's math. It's very simple. Battlefield has multiplayer and it has campaign. You saying, "Oh, I'm okay with no campaign because all I play is multiplayer," which I understand that you like the multiplayer, but you can't complain about another game which has more stuff to do, saying that it doesn't have enough content when it has more stuff to do. Because if I got 10 and you got 5, guess what? 10 is more than 5. That's all I'm saying. 10 is more than 5. Destiny is
Yeah, but the
10.
quality of the content is
That's your
horrible.
that's your opinion though, right? That's your opinion. You don't like the
That
game.
was everybody's opinion
No,
back then.
no, no, no. Nobody ever said that the content was bad. They just think they had enough. What I heard people talk about was not the quality. They liked the game. They just wanted more of it. They just didn't think they had enough because they complained about the campaign was too short. That's
They
all they said.
wanted more
But they
because I
loved
had
it.
nothing else to do.
But they love the game. But my opinion is, how can the people talk about Destiny not have enough content when it has more content than most shooters? That's all I'm saying. I just
Okay,
want
I'll tell you
I
this.
just want the
Okay,
same. I want the same. All I want is if you complain about Call of Duty not Call of Duty. If you complain about Destiny not having enough content, then I want that same energy on Battlefield. It's hard for me to say Call of Duty now because Call of Duty's got Warzone multiplayer and campaign, so I can't I can't hate on
okay.
Call
So
of Duty.
here's the thing.
That's all I'm saying.
So Destiny came out in 2014.
10. It's very simple.
Uh,
Before you break it down, I'm gonna get my last statement in. It's math. 10 is more than 5, right? Battlefield is 5. Destiny is 10. You can't complain about Destiny being 10. and Battlefield's 5, because then it don't. That's it. That's the argument. It's so simple. 10 and 5. If Battlefield's 5, but you say it's enough content, and Destiny has 10, and you're saying it's not enough, that's wrong. Your numbers are mixed up, bro. Because it's 10 and 5. I'm not talking about if you like a game or not, because that's everybody's opinion of games is different, right? Everybody likes a different type of games. I don't really like war shooters. I'm more of a sci-fi guy, right? That's why I don't really like Call of Duty and Battlefield, because they're more realistic and they're just not that fun, in my opinion, right? But like stuff like Apex is more sci-fi. Destiny is sci-fi, right? Halo is sci-fi. I like that kind of stuff, and they feel better too. But that's another thing. But when you say 10 is more than 5, it's over. There's no argument because 10 is greater than 5. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And you can't complain about 10 being not enough, but you're okay with 5 being enough. That's all I'm saying. It's not about, oh, well, 5 is 5 pizzas and 10 is 10. No, it's not that, because you're just talking about you like that game style
I
better.
much rather have the 5 pizzas
Yeah, but it's not that
because they were higher quality made than the 10 pizzas.
But that's your opinion. You can say you like Battlefield's gameplay better than Destiny, but you can't complain about content. That's what
But
I'm saying.
I'm not gonna complain how the game handles.
You did.
Every game handles different, and if you play it long enough, you're gonna realize how to play it, and you're gonna play it like a pro. And trust me, when I say this, I have played Destiny to the fucking ends because back in 2014, that was my FPS, that was my shooter game. I abandoned Call of Duty that year. I did not get Call of Duty. So, don't give me this shit.
I would give it because I play Battlefield and Battlefield is dog shit trash, and Destiny is better than Destiny's the best. Destiny's the best shooter out right now. It's its best. It plays the best. The raids are fun. The co-op is good. The campaign was fun. It is the best. And to me, like DevOps commentator said, quality is better than quantity. But you can say that, but Battlefield's not better than quality. That's opinion based. And to me, I disagree. And you can never change my mind.
So are we putting our personal opinions in this, or what?
I know. I wouldn't. I was just putting you because you was making a statement about that Destiny was too short, but it has more content. It's 10 and Battlefield's 5. So you're saying Destiny's too short, which is
but
10.
Half of that,
but
half of that content
listen,
is gone once you complete the campaign.
you can complete the campaign again and get better stuff and grind. So but it's still better. Even if it's half, it's still more though.
But once again, half of that shit's gone because once you complete those campaigns, most of the end shit stuff that you're gonna get are through the strikes and mainly from the raid.
Well, anytime you do a campaign, you're over the campaign, right? You move on.
Yeah, but you're saying about the RNG drops.
No, I was just saying you can do stuff. And you can play.
You can do
but
it.
And you play as different characters.
But you're not gonna end up playing it again because most of the shit that you want aren't in those.
You do that, but you might play with your friends and stuff like that. But that's still content you go through at first. And the multiplayer is awesome. The strikes are fun. The raid is fun. The PvP is better than Battlefield's PvP. It's just.
Let me tell you something. It's not fun the 100 times you do it.
But to me it is. Only reason I don't play Battlefield. Only reason I don't play Destiny now because I can't get my friends to play. I would rather play Destiny more than Apex. Apex is just free and I can just jump on and play. But to me, Destiny is better than Apex. But nobody plays Destiny. But Destiny to me is the best. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best game. It's fun.
Yeah, it's Battlefront. It's best quality.
Yeah, wrong. Like to me, it's not even about grinding in Destiny. I wouldn't even worry about grind. I just be worried about playing PvP in Destiny. I would have a blast just playing PvP. Not even doing the grind, never leveling up. Just playing good old deathmatch. I would have tons of fun just playing Destiny's PvP. Just playing deathmatch. I love it. I would do that every day if I had friends doing it. Cause I did it in Halo. Well, Halo wasn't no grind really. Maybe if you're trying to get ranked, but you would just. I just have fun playing Destiny's. I just have fun playing Halo's deathmatch, and that was fun. I didn't have to worry about grinding. That's all I was just playing. Even the same maps over and over. I have fun. I would play it every day, and have fun. And never get bored. As long as my friends are playing. Now, after so long playing by myself, I would get bored. But if I had friends to play, it'd be fun every day playing. That's how I feel about Destiny. So to me, I'm not arguing about. But listen. My point is,
fair because having friends with is fun.
But
when I have friends with,
but having friends with Battlefield, I still don't like it. I still don't want to play it. See, I'm not trying to argue which game is better because anytime you argue about games, it's always going to be come down to what you like, right? It's everybody has different tastes. That's just life. But if you're talking about content wise and you're saying one is shorter, but one has more content, then your argument don't make sense because this has more content. How can this game be too short and this one's not, but this one has more content? That's my only argument. I didn't want to talk about what game you like better.
But you're gonna look at that content differently, whether it's good or bad.
It's not about that. It's about content itself. It's not about good or bad. The Battlefield's campaign can be dog shit, but it's still content. Cause then you're going about, because what you say is good or bad is your opinion. But I'm not talking about opinion. I'm just talking about numbers. And when you say one doesn't have enough content, but it has more content, the game that you say it has enough, your argument doesn't make sense because this has more content than the other one. So how can you say this content is enough and this one's not?
So I'm willing to say that because like the recent Battlefield campaigns were
You can
dog
say
shit.
you
I
can
didn't
say
particularly like it. I would much rather replace those campaigns for more Battlefield multiplayer maps.
But I'm just talking numbers. I'm not talking about what you like. I'm not talking about what game you like better. This is not an argument which game you like better. I'm just
But
talking
you're
about.
bringing that into it.
No, I'm only bringing it into because you did. I was talking about content, and you trying to tell me Destiny doesn't have enough content, but Battlefield does. But Destiny has more content than Battlefield. That's the only argument. We went to the long rant on this subject, but it's all good. We didn't have much. We didn't have much news. I'm just trying. To me, it's so simple. One game has more content than the other one, but you said the other one has enough and this one doesn't. But this other one has more. That's not the point. One has more than the other one, so you can't say
one
this
has
one.
more than the other one. But that's for the first time you play it.
No, it has strikes, it has raids, it has PvP. And
Nobody
it has
gives a shit after the 500 hours into it.
Guess what? I don't care about the first 5 minutes of Battlefield's content. But I'm not judging off that. I'm not judging off my opinion of the game. I'm just judging off the numbers, content.
But that's you put your own personal opinion by saying the first you're over at the first 5 minutes of it.
I'm saying I don't care about it. Of course I played more than that, but I wasn't enjoying it. But I'm not that's not what my opinion is based. I'm just using your logic. I'm just using your logic against you. Cause you say, oh, that content's not good after 500 hours, so that content doesn't count. Nah, that's not how it works, brother. That's not how it works.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't, cause it's still content. It's still.
At what point do you go back and do the first mission?
It's not about the
after
first
500
mission.
Hours.
What point do you go back and play Battlefield? Never, cause it sucks. So that's zero content, man. So then it has zero content. Using your logic, I can say Battlefield has no logic, cause I don't never want to play it. So using your logic, I can say
Battlefield. Not good at it.
No, listen. I'm just listen. Using your logic, I can say Battlefield has no content because I don't never want to play it. Right? Yeah, I got you. I got you good.
No, because you're talking about content. It has content in it.
No, but you're saying that.
You're just saying that just because you don't like the game.
That's what you're saying about Destiny. You say after 500 hours, you don't like it no more, right? Right?
No, after 500 hours, the whole campaign is not gonna matter because I'm not gonna go back to it.
Well, after 5 minutes, I'm never gonna go back to Battlefield.
Year.
But see, after 5 minutes
hold
of
Hold on. I'm not saying that I don't like it. I'm just saying I never actually went back to it. I continue playing Destiny. Don't get me started on this shit.
No, listen to me. You're not listening to me. You're saying, but you're
saying that game throughout the entire year. Don't get me wrong.
Listen, you're saying
I never after that first. I don't know. I'll say like 2 months when the game first came out. I actually never went back to playing it.
Listen to me. But you're saying that content doesn't count because you never want to go back and play it, right?
But only counts whenever you first start playing it, right?
Listen to me though, because you never. Your reason for that.
What?
He's saying, yeah. You have to pay for expansions, but to me, I would be perfectly fine playing Destiny with no expansion, just playing PvP, because I love the PvP. The Eco Heaven. I love
Halo.
Destiny's PvP is the best. I would rather play Destiny than Apex, but I can't get nobody to play Destiny. I would rather just play Destiny's PvP, because that's the best thing to do. I don't have to pay for expansion. I do that because that stuff is fun, but I would be perfectly fine playing Destiny's vanilla PvP and just playing just playing PvP. I could play it every day if my friends would play, but nobody plays it. So I don't have to. So that argument doesn't count. But what I'm saying is, I guess you, Emperor, you're saying that since you never want to go back and play that content doesn't count. Well, I never want to go back.
I can say the same thing about the Battlefield campaign.
I can say that.
After I first play it, I'm probably not gonna go back to it.
But I can say that about Battlefield period. I never want to play it because I don't like it. So you're not.
But I'm gonna continue playing it.
But it's all your opinion.
I said that after 500 hours of playing Destiny, that I'm never gonna go back.
But you're saying that
I went back to it and I kept on playing it because that was the first. That was the FPS shooter I bought that year. I'm gonna play it
Listen, I'm eating you alive, and you just not even get it. It's so easily.
because your logic makes no sense.
It does make sense.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
breaking it down so simple, and you're thanks. Every time you dance around, I come at you with your same argument. You're saying,
But it
"Oh,
makes no logical sense. It
it
makes
it's
no
makes
logical
how doesn't
sense.
it not?" One match of Battlefield with 50 versus 50 is 10 times as cool as one match of Destiny 505. Wrong. Dog. Wrong. I mean, wrong.
And honestly, that is kind of true.
It's not true because Battlefield sucks ass.
So why are you
that's
putting
not
your
just
own
that's,
personal beliefs in it?
that's not math at all. That's opinion based. That's not math. Fucking Battlefield. You know what? Battlefield is just trash. It's just trash game. It's garbage. It's worse than Call of Duty.
Why are you putting your own personal opinion on it?
Because you're talking about how good a game is. I'm not talking about content. I'm talking about what if a game is good or not. So
About the content or how good of a game it is.
I'm talking about how I'm not talking about the how good the content is. I'm talking about if the game is good or not, right? Well, I'm talking about I'm talking about how
Are
much
you talking about
content.
the content or how good of a game it is?
Well, I'm talking about how good the content is, not how
How
much
good of
content.
a content is
No,
or how much content?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about if the content is good or not. That's all opinion based, right? And I'm gonna tell you my opinion about Battlefield's trash. But if I'm talking about how much content, that's not opinion based. That is facts. And Destiny has more content. That's all. That's my only argument is Destiny has more content. I'm not talking about if you like that content or not. I'm just talking about Destiny has more content. That's my only argument because I'm not gonna argue if you like Destiny better than Battlefield. That's your opinion. I hate Battlefield. It's trash. It's worse than Call of Duty in my opinion. But that's my opinion. That's okay. You like Battlefield? I don't like it. I think it's trash. I'm not arguing you if you. I'm not gonna argue here all night if which game is better because my game is Destiny is better, hands down. I'm just arguing. You're saying Battlefield has enough content with only the multiplayer, but Destiny didn't have enough content, and it has multiplayer and campaign and strikes and all this other stuff. And to me, that's wrong because Destiny has more. I'm not talking about how good it is because that's your opinion. I'm just talking about how much. That's my only argument. And you're dancing around throwing other stuff into the mix. And I don't care about the other stuff because that's your opinion. I'm just talking about how much. And I'm saying this to you because it's not just you. I hear people say it a long time ago. They was talking about Destiny. Oh, Destiny's so fun, but man, this isn't enough content. The campaign was so short, and I don't feel like I got my money's worth. But then they love these other games. And I'm like, these other games don't have as much content as Destiny. And you're saying it doesn't have I never understood that because to me, like Destiny has more content. How many players does Destiny have? That is how many players in a match doesn't make more content? That's just that.
I will say this, and I probably
Does that make more sense to you now? Am I
I
making more?
tried to fucking convey to you what people were complaining about.
People was complaining about because the campaign was too short. I understand. Listen, when Destiny was talking about, people thought Destiny was gonna be like Borderlands, right? Because Borderlands is a pretty long campaign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they thought Destiny was gonna be like Borderlands, but be Halo style. And I understand that. I like Destiny could have been a little bit longer. Don't get me wrong. I think the campaign could have been a little bit longer. I just don't agree with people saying they didn't have enough content when it has all this, but it has so much to do in the game. That's my only argument. Of course, I want the game to be longer. I love the game. It was fun, but now you just can't say they don't have enough content, but these other games are okay. That's my only problem. You can't say Destiny doesn't have enough content, but these other games are okay and it has less content. I'm like, I mean, your argument, you're not making sense because this game has more content, but this game has enough.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to you losing content. After so many hours, you're gonna lose like content. You're gonna be losing content after so many hours of playing it. Because by the time of the most important shit that you're gonna want are at the end game stuff, right?
No, no. If you're talking about grinding for stuff, if you're just talking about that, but I can play PvP without getting to end game, right? I can just play deathmatch without getting in the game, and I like doing that just as more than anything, just as much as getting other stuff.
Yeah, but that's the end game.
PvP's not end game.
It's not end game per se, but that's ultimately the end of what you're gonna be doing. Everything else is gonna be in that like single player
You, you,
bubble thing.
so you're calling multiplayer end game. So what you're separating multiplayer from end game? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because ultimately all the stuff you're gonna get can transfer and you can use in the multiplayer, right?
Well, you can do back. It Eco saying you go to PvP after the campaign, but you don't have to. You can get
You don't have to.
you can go to PvP in the middle of the campaign. So that's wrong.
Yes, but most of that end game equipment that you're gonna get helps you out in the
You're
multiplayer.
you're just talking about the grind now.
What are you talking about?
You're talking about the equipment, right? You're grinding for the equipment.
Yeah, you're gonna transfer all that stuff that you're gonna get through grinding to multiplayer.
Yeah, but you don't have to grind if you don't want to. I can play Destiny without grinding and have a good time. That's what I'm saying. That's how good the game is.
So you're willing to go through having basic stuff while everybody else has like special equipment.
No, I go for the grind because I enjoy it, but you don't have to. I see you keep talking about stuff, but you're just dancing around. You can't dance around the content. If this has 10, this is 5. It's game over. There's no other way to talk about it.
But at some point, you're only gonna be doing what, like 5 missions at the end game?
But it's still more than Battlefield. If you're only doing
That's more than no.
if you're only doing that, because it still has strikes, PvP, but it doesn't matter what you do at the end. It's what it starts with. That's what I'm saying. It's what it starts with. It's not about what you end up doing at the end. It's what it starts with. I don't care what you do at the end. I care what the game starts with. Right?
So you're gonna give me
It's like this.
10 hours of campaign, while I can have 500 hours of multiplayer in Battlefield.
I can have 500 hours of multiplayer in Destiny and 10 hours of campaign. So what's your point? Yeah, like I can't have 500 hours of multiplayer in Destiny. Is that your argument? That you can't have 5 hours of multiplayer in Destiny? See, that's what you're not getting. You're saying,
because here's the thing,
wait a minute.
I'm taking the multiplayer aspect of Battlefield, which is what you're complaining about.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna have to end this because you're gonna have your. So you use numbers, so I like it when you use numbers. You're saying Destiny has 10 hours of campaign, right? And then Battlefield has 500. You saying, I guess you're talking about the new Battlefield with no campaign. You say, oh, it has 500 hours of multiplayer.
Well, whatever
it is.
Use whatever Battlefield you want.
But I'm just using your numbers. I'm trying to stick with your numbers. You're saying Battlefield has 500. Are you saying Destiny doesn't have 500 hours of multiplayer? Because I don't see your argument. How can it not have?
The first week.
It has just as much multiplayer. Multiplayer you keep on playing for forever because you can't put a number on multiplayer. One day you can't put a number on multiplayer, right? So if Battlefield has multiplayer, Destiny has multiplayer, right? But then Destiny has campaign.
I will say,
and Battlefield doesn't have campaign. Destiny has co-op strikes. The Battlefield doesn't have co-op strikes.
It's kind of hard to contemplate the multiplayer just because it's all dependent on how much effort you want to put into it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that's my whole argument, though.
But here's the thing. It's how much effort you put into it. But that also includes you having your own bias against it.
But that doesn't mean about content. Listen, I'm gonna break it down to you. I don't understand how you're trying to fight this. You can't fight it. Listen, a game has. It's all about. The game has this many different types of modes. This game has this many type of modes. If this game has more modes, it has more modes. It has more stuff to do. It's over. It's over. There's no argument.
You're saying
there's no argument. That's all I'm saying. You can't complain. Listen, it's so simple. This game has more stuff to do in the game. More, it's over. It beats the other game in that regard. I'm not talking about how good the graphics are and stuff. I'm not talking. It's real simple. If this game has 10, this game has 5. The 10 wins. It's over. There's no argument. There's no fucking argument. There's no argument you can make that 5 is better than 10. when you talk about
You're
numbers.
making my
What?
brain hurt so fucking much.
How? 5 is not better than 10. That's all I'm
Because
saying.
what you're saying makes no fucking logic.
Five. So
You can't just put a number to a game.
I, you can't. It's so when a game has more stuff to do, when a game has more modes, more activities to do, right? It's more. That's all I'm saying. When you can. It's, you know why? When you say this game is too short, you put a number on it. You just put a number on the game. When you say a game is too short,
What number am I putting on it? What number am I putting on it?
whatever makes it too
You
short.
said you can put.
You
You
said
said you can
you
put
said
a
it was
number
too
onto
short.
it. You
When-
tell me. You tell me.
You tell me because you the one said it was too short. So you tell me why it's too short.
I don't know. You're the one that's putting a number on it.
I didn't. You're the one said it was too short.
I'm just saying it was short.
So why is
I'm
it
not
short?
putting a number on it. I'm just saying it was short.
So short doesn't mean there's no number. It doesn't short mean it's too short, right? There's a number related to shortness, right?
Yeah, but I can
When
tell
a short when short
Destiny
a
is
short it means
but
there's something
GTA
long.
being longer.
It's very man, look, all this hate about Destiny when Destiny is the greatest game, greatest shooter. I won't say greatest game. That's definitely not.
Mediocrity.
When Destiny is better than all these other shooters out there.
I'm not sure what it should be called mediocrity.
Destiny is. Uh, we'll see if Halo takes the crown when it comes out. I don't think Halo will have as much stuff to do as far as like co-op strikes stuff like that. But I think Halo's multiplayer would be better. But it's so simple. Borderlands is definitely not better than Destiny. I like Borderlands campaign, but the gunplay is not as good as Destiny. It doesn't have PvP, so it's definitely not
Yeah,
as good.
Borderlands is better than this.
No, it's not even close. I like Borderlands a lot. I like the campaign, but once I beat the campaign, I'm done with it. It doesn't it just doesn't the gunplay is not as good. The gunplay is not as good. I mean, if I'm talking about games, I'm not talking about content now. I'm just talking about games. There's no games that feel better than Destiny and Halo. I would put Resistance up there because I think Resistance 2 felt really good. I really like Resistance 2. It felt almost just like Halo 2. And it had an awesome mode in there too. I wish it got more shine.
It did have PvP.
Borderlands does have PvP. It must have been trash because I don't remember being on there. Handsome Jack is weak too. He ain't no good. But
Who
yeah.
the hell was the villain in Destiny? That's my question.
But yeah, Destiny's just I don't want to get in the whole Destiny against the world because I can do it all day because Destiny beats everything so easily. It's so much better than every shooter out there. Just on gunplay itself. Not even talk about anything else. Just on how the game feels. It's better, hands down.
Yeah, it's so much better. I can't find anybody to play with.
I know because y'all suck. There's people playing the game, but no of my friends are playing it.
Then go ahead and play the game. You say you have so many people playing it.
I want to
Like,
play with people I know. It's different than playing with strangers to me, right? It's just a different
yeah,
game.
but you have that connection of liking Destiny
I do like
after
Destiny.
so many years.
I do. It's just because it's better. It's the best game. It feels good, man. To me, a game's about how it feels, and Destiny feels tight. If the controls feel good.
The Stranger. That's the only character that I remember from Destiny.
Well, Destiny is different because you create your own character, right?
Because fuck Bungie and not giving her more fucking screen time.
I don't know. Y'all can keep on hating on Destiny because y'all idiots, and y'all can keep on liking the trash games. Yes, but I don't want to call Borderlands trash because I think Borderlands is a good game. It's just not as good as Destiny.
I'm sorry, I'm just a connoisseur of FPS shooters.
I play a lot of games. I play Borderlands. I enjoy Borderlands 3. I just don't the end game. But Borderlands is like this. I play Borderlands and that's it. I go do the story and I'm done with it, right? But I think it's a good game. But the end game is not for me. One thing is the controls are not tight enough. Who cares about Tiny Tino? You know. Handsome Jack is better than Sin. Devil commentates. He's gonna make me fly down there and do some bad things to him where he lives. Don't bring Final Fantasy X into this conversation. Don't do it. Don't bring Final Fantasy X into the conversation. Borderlands has more content than Destiny. You have to explain that to me. Cause I won't lie. I didn't stick around for Borderlands, so I'm not gonna judge the. But from the content I've seen, It doesn't have more. It doesn't have more content. It has a better campaign. The campaign is longer. I'll give you that. But as far as multiplayer does, the multiplayer side is weak. But you have to tell me the different multiplayer modes it has. But as far as I'll give you the campaign is longer. But as far as multiplayer goes, it's definitely you have to tell me the different multiplayer modes it has. I know they had that one mode which is weak, but I don't know the other stuff. So you have to explain it to me. You don't see we've been talking. I think we've been on this subject for like 30 minutes though. But yeah, we it's yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up because I can't get my. If that's the only thing you got Eco Heaven, that's still not more content than uh. I'm not even talking about DLC as far as content goes. You see, also $30 gets you like 3 to 4 expansions. I'm not talking about guns. I'm just talking about no. The guns don't mean shit. That's not content. I'm talking about activities. I'm not talking about weapons. So your mic drop is a failed attempt. I'm talking about things to do, activities to do, like True Hunter Vault mode. That is activity. I'm talking about like multiplayer, like strikes, raids, PvP. I'm talking about like when we was talking about Battlefield, the whole argument was Battlefield's not gonna have a campaign, and the new Battlefield is not gonna be shit with a campaign. It's just gonna have I guess, a movie. And he's saying that's okay, but then he complained that Destiny was too short, and I'm saying that doesn't make sense because Destiny has campaign, PvP, strikes, raids, all that stuff. And he's saying that Battlefield, and that's my whole argument, content rise. You saying Destiny is better because I'm not. No, I'm saying Destiny is better because it's a better.
That's basically what you're saying.
No, no, I'm not talking about. When I say I'm not, when I say Destiny is better than the game, I'm not talking about it's better because of content. I'm not, when I talk about game as being better, I'm not arguing about the content is more. I'm just talking about the game itself is better. Destiny is better than Borderlands because one thing.
Are you saying because the game is better, or the content?
The game was
Decide
better.
on one.
Well, to you, it's better both ways, right? To
You're
you,
talking about content.
as far as Borderlands, I'm saying Destiny is a better game because it's a better game because the gunplay is better. That's what I'm saying. Also, I like the PvP. It's better. The strikes and raids, that stuff is better to me. But it's mainly it comes about how the game feels. And Borderlands doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't even come close to feel as good as Destiny does. And I like the structure of Destiny. I like having the campaign. I like having the raids. I like having the strikes. All that stuff to me is better than the activities in Borderlands. Does that make sense? So Division is better than Destiny? No, because Division sucks too. Better.
Division and Destiny were the two same thing I had an issue with.
Let me say Division. So Division is better than Destiny? No, because Division's gunplay is not better. If you come down to gunplay, Destiny beats every game out there besides Halo.
You can't compare Destiny and the Division and Destiny's gameplay because they're two different gameplays.
No, but I don't like third person. I would say I'm not a big fan of third person shooters. So anytime a game is third person, it's automatically not going to be as good as a first person game. Isn't Division third person?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It loses. Division doesn't have better gameplay. There's no game with better gameplay or gunplay than Halo. I mean, than Destiny besides Halo. It's Halo. It's Halo and then Destiny as far as gunplay. That's it. No other game even comes close.
COD, Halo, Battlefield.
I like Call of Duty's gameplay. I don't think Call of Duty feels bad, but it's still not as good as Destiny. Call of Duty's main problem. Call of Duty's main problem to me is
here's the thing, you can't compare it. You just can't.
I'm just talking about on a personal level, which one I like the best.
Even if
I don't want to.
Even if
I'm not comparing
them. Unbiased, you still can't compare it because one's a space shooter.
That is true, but I'm just talking about. I like the way it feels better. I don't think Call of Duty feels bad. My problem ain't with the gunplay in Call of Duty. My problem is if people camping all the time. Siege and most. Nope, you're wrong. Devil's commentary. I'm gonna leave it like this. As far as gunplay goes, it's Halo then Destiny. That's the two best gunplays in any video game.
I'll tell you the nothing best else comes third person shooter I have ever played.
Uh-oh.
in terms of gameplay wise. Metal Gear Solid 5. That thing had the solid, very solid third person shooter aspect to it.
I'm not gonna judge Metal Gear Solid 5 because I didn't play it. But I can tell you if it's third person, it's not gonna be better. But I ain't gonna judge it because I'm not gonna judge something I haven't played. So I played Metal Gear games and no gunplay ain't it. I'll tell you that right now. If it Metal Gear Solid 5 is like
Well,
the other,
most,
if it's like the other
most
games,
of the older ones were like, eh.
I played Metal Gear Solid 4. I beat Metal Gear Solid 4, but the gunplay is not it. I'll tell you that right now. It's not good. But
Yeah, that no, you,
I don't know if
no.
I don't know how much. I don't know.
MGS5 was far superior than
Okay,
MGS4.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I can't judge. I can't. I'm not gonna judge a game I haven't played. I'm not. I'm not. But these other games, you're talking about, I played them and they don't even come close. They don't even come close. Not even close.
But that's like saying I
Oh
don't like.
God, Gears of War is way better than gunplay than Halo. Okay, let's wrap it up. Any more things? I can't. I can't do it. I can't keep the stream going. I can't. Any third person gunplay is shit compared to first person. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't like. I'm not a big fan of third person shooters. I don't like third person shooters. I like Uncharted, but it's not really a shooter. I like it more. I mean, the shooting's not bad, but I'm not gonna call Uncharted the best shooting mechanics. No, it's not. I don't. Any third person shooter, it's never gonna be as good as first person, in my opinion. Now, maybe one to come out in the future that would surprise me, but it's never third person. Never gonna be, as far as gunplay goes, never gonna be as good as first person shooter. Gears of War is trash, man. That game is trash. So boring. You talking about a boring game? Gosh,
I
I
can't
try.
speak on it. I never played it.
I just can't. I can't. I try to play them, man, and I just get bored. It's not fun. God, they're trash. That's why I didn't like Outriders because it reminded me of too much of Gears of War. And Outriders have all the stuff I like in the game, but guys, it play like Gears of War. So fucking trash. But I gotta go. Y'all get me hyped. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I'm
So I was
having.
just talking about these things is like saying I don't like Street Fighter just because I prefer Taken gameplay.
Well, yeah, that's
You,
okay. That's your opinion. Everybody has a different.
but you can't. I personally think you can't say that unless you mastered the game.
No, I don't think you have to master the game. You can play a game and know you don't like it. And if you don't like a game, it's like this. If I eat something I don't like it, I'm not gonna keep eating that food. If I know I don't like that food, I don't like it. I'm not gonna eat that food until it tastes good. Nope. If I eat something I don't like it, it's over. I don't like it. Now you can spend a little bit more time with it and understand the mechanics. I would say you that you can. I would say that you gotta play more than 5 minutes, but you don't have to master the game.
This is different than food.
I know, but but you can break things. A lot of stuff you can break down real simple. You can just break it down in simple terms, and it's if you play a game, like you can play it, understand the mechanics, right? But you can still tell if you don't like it. I'm not gonna say you have to play a game for five
It's
minutes,
not. Yeah, but the core mechanics is still the same. It's a first-person shooter. It's not gonna be totally different.
but you're talking about third person
The
shooters.
way, the button layer could be different, but you can switch that
But
if you can.
but I'm gonna tell you this. To me, in a shooter, the main thing that makes me like a shooter or not, first thing first, is how it feels. If I play a game and it doesn't feel right, I'm already dropped. I'm probably not gonna play it.
No, I cannot allow that to be honest, because like every game's different.
Yeah,
It's built the way for that specific game.
and I understand
I
that.
cannot compare Destiny to Call of Duty
Listen,
because Destiny is a space shooter. You're running around in space, while Call of Duty, your boots on the ground.
but listen, I understand what you're saying. But just because the game is built a certain way doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah, but you have played long enough to understand it.
And I've played a lot of games, and I understand that doesn't mean I like it. If I play a game and I don't like it, I'll keep playing it for a little bit longer. But I can tell you right now, I'm already not gonna like it as much because I don't like the way it feels, and it's gonna be hard for me to overcome how a game controls. Because that's what you're always controlling. If the control doesn't feel good to you, that's what you're doing the whole time is controlling it. And if it's not fun controlling it, you're never gonna like it, no matter how many things it does good. If you can't get past that part, that's one thing that's hard to get past.
But do you really love it though? That's my thing. Is like I love FPS shooters. I'm willing to stick it out to fully understand that game so I can have a better understanding of first person shooters.
I don't really love first person shooters. Halo got me into shooters, so maybe that's why
But
I'm
I'm just
by.
saying that as an example because I play a lot of games. Like
I
I
play.
have
Oh,
Street Fighter and I have Taken over here.
I play a lot of
I
games too.
love both of them equally.
I like. I don't. I wouldn't say I love them equally, but I like Street Fighter. I like Tekken too. I enjoy Tekken. Right. I like Street
Yeah.
Fighter, but Battlefield, I'm just gonna tell you, I hate it. I can play Call of Duty with friends, right? I can sit down for an hour and play Call. I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty. I'm never gonna buy it. But if I had a free copy, my friend had a free copy, it'd be sometimes if he wanted to jump on and play some deathmatch, I would jump on for an hour play with. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? But I would play with him for an hour, right, just to play. But Battlefield, I don't like it at all. But every game feels different. But like I said, and Call of Duty is the one reason I can play Call of Duty because I don't think it feels bad. It's don't like I don't like the other stuff in the game, right? It's not the controls I don't like. Now I don't think the controls are good as Destiny or Halo, but I don't mind the controls. But it's the other stuff about the games where I don't like Call of Duty. It's mainly because people camp all fucking day in deathmatch. So I don't want to play that style just to win. I don't want to.
But you don't.
Well, I'm not as good. So if I don't camp, I get my ass kicked, right? That's just my skill.
That's the thing. It's like
That's my
learn how
skill.
to play the game.
But I don't like it enough to learn. I don't like it enough to learn to play the game, right? I don't like it enough.
But you should
I,
play it long enough to enjoy it.
I play Call of Duty a lot.
At least.
I play Call of Duty many hours, and I still don't. I'm still not that good at it unless I camp, and I don't want to play that way, and it's just not good. And, you know, yeah, Warzone is free. I don't really like Warzone that much in Call of Duty. It's mm, I
Those
don't.
are filled with hackers.
Yeah, it's definitely filled with but Apex is filled with hackers too now. So I ain't gonna talk about hackers because Apex has got aim bots left and right. But yeah, to me though, when it comes to games, you gotta like the way a game feels, and if it doesn't feel good to you, you're not gonna enjoy playing it. Yes, you can stick around and get used to the controls, or but it doesn't mean you like the controls. It's because you're used to them doesn't mean you enjoy it. And if you're not enjoying the game, if you're playing a game and you're not enjoying how it plays and how it feels, you're not really enjoying the game. And to me, that's what it all comes down to. Is when you play a game, are you enjoy the movement and how it feels? And if you're not, then the other stuff is not gonna make a difference. And that's why I like Smash Bros. Because Smash Bros. Is fun to play. And that's why I don't play Smash Bros. Online. Because when I'm playing online, it's like I love Smash Bros. It's one of my favorite games, favorite fighting games. But when I'm playing online, the controls are not good because I'm lagging, so I don't play it. See, a game that I love, when you play online, it changes how it feels because it's lagging, right? I don't play it no more. Does that make more sense to you?
Yeah, but that's only a unique experience to Smash.
But do you see how it messes with the controls though? I love a game, but when the controls change, I don't love it no more. I love a game because of how it feels. And when you change how a game, that's why control is important to me. How a game feels is important to me, right? So when I play a game and it feels good and I love how it feels, it's fun. But when I play online, then it doesn't control how it's supposed to. I don't like it no more. That's why I'm telling you that control to me is very important in games. How a game feels and how a game controls. That's how I like about games. If that control is not, I don't like how it feels. Yes, maybe it's meant to be that way. Well, guess what? That's cool. That's still the game design, but I don't have to like it. See what I'm saying? Just because the game is supposed to be that way, like a lot of games are difficult, are made to be difficult. Well, I don't like that. I don't want to play it. It's simple.
I understand you, but for me personally, it's like just because it's like it, just because it feels different,
bit
and
of a
it plays different, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
Sounds a bit of a control freak. I, yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're saying you should stick it out and just force yourself to like a game or force
It's
yourself
not.
to
It's not. It's
not
not
like a
the
game,
fact of
but get
forcing,
used to
but
the
to
controls.
me,
Force
controlling.
yourself to like the controls. And I don't think you should force yourself to like the controls. You can get used to them and still not like it. I can play Battlefield. I know how it controls, but doesn't mean I like it.
I mean,
Battlefield,
I will say this is like it's like if I bring somebody into Call of Duty, it's like yeah, they're gonna have to master like if they play like Halo or something. They're gonna have to
they gotta switch how it
deal
plays.
with the feeling of
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Trust
But
me,
I can understand if they don't want to play anymore because of the fucking hackers and certain gameplay aspects of it.
yeah, and let me be sure. I don't think Call of Duty feels bad. I don't think Battlefield feels bad. I'm not saying Battlefield. When we talk about why I don't like Battlefield, it's not because of the controls, right? I think Battlefield controls fine. It doesn't. No, it's not as good as Halo and Destiny, but I don't think it controls bad. It's not. That's not the reason why I don't like those games, right? As far as Battlefield and Call of Duty, I don't like those games because how it controls. The controls are fine. They're not as good as Destiny and Halo, but I don't think the controls are bad. It's just the game itself, how the game plays. I don't like. That's why I don't like those games. Well, that's why I don't like Call of Duty
Yeah.
and Battlefield. Not because the controls are fine to me on those two games. Don't get me wrong. I think they feel fine. I just don't like the game. Now, Gears of War, that's a different story. I don't like that game all the way it feels, mainly because it's third person. But right, but Battlefield the controls are fine to me. I don't think they feel smooth. They're not as good as Destiny, Halo, but it does feel smooth to me. I just don't like the game. But I think we need to go ahead and end
Yeah.
this podcast. We've been ranting on for a long time. But it's been fun. Like we said, we didn't have a lot of news. We didn't have a lot of news and topics. I'm trying to watch this. I'm gonna try to watch this Olympic Games tonight. Basketball going for gold medal. Uh, but developers commentate want to talk about Cobra Kai, so we would. I'll throw that in here real fast. But do you watch Cobra Kai, Emperor?
I do not.
So y'all can go at him for not watching that. Y'all want to go out to me about what games I like about Destiny. Y'all need. I want to see some hate on Emperor over here for not watching Cobra Kai. Since y'all want to hate on me about liking Destiny, and I want to see some
Hey, I'll
hate.
watch all three movies. Okay.
Let me. It's not movies. It's series. Did you watch
I
it?
know.
Did you watch Karate Kid?
Yeah.
You you go have fun and you talking smack about Battlefield. I'll talk. I don't know who wins. Pick. He's saying who wins during the tournament. See, I don't. Did the 1-2 teams join teams, or is it 3 teams or 2 teams? I don't forgot because I need to go back and refresh my mind about because it's been so long since the last season. I know that the other 2 teams joined schools, or they is it 3 different teams? I mean, I know it's more than 3 different teams, but I wonder if the other 2 guys are those 2 schools together now, or are they still separate? I guess they can still fight each other. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win the tournament. Robbie, Emma, Samantha, and Dimitri. Hmm. I really don't know who's gonna win. I don't think Emma wins. I don't think Emma wins. I think it might be Dimitri. I think Dimitri might all together. But so can they fight each other though? If they're together, can Ego Fang and Maiga do? Ego Fang. Oh, Ego Fang's a new one. So is Ego Fang and Maiga do? Can they still? I think. I think. For, as far as this season goes, I think it's gonna be a good season. But I wonder what the whole season's gonna be. I know the whole season's not gonna be about the tournament, so it's gotta be some more drama going on. I would think. I'm not sure. Or maybe it is a whole about the tournament. I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah, each. Yeah, I think. I don't know, man. I kind of think Dimitri won the last tournament, so I don't think he wins it. You know what? Dimitri doesn't win because he won the first one, so I don't think he wins. I would go with him, but I don't think he wins. I think Robbie wins, but then he comes back to them. I think he beats Dimitri. Dimitri, Robbie, ain't this? No, it's just. I think Robbie wins, but I think he comes. I think he. I don't know. I have no clue who wins. You know what? Maybe I'll go with Samantha. I'll say Samantha wins. I like to see that. But I tell you, Chief, I don't have a clue who wins. So did you? But Emperor, so you never didn't watch Cobra Kai?
No.
Oh, it's good, brother. You would like it. Well, I'm trying to think what you would like because I've been giving you some good stuff to watch. You're not liking it, so I don't know. I'm
Well,
trying.
what's the last thing you told me to watch? Unless you're talking about the anime stuff.
It's mainly anime stuff. I don't know if I've told you any live action stuff, but the animes I gave it.
The only one I did not like was that
I think it's God of High
was
School,
that Tower. Yeah.
and that's one of my new top 10 animes though. I mean,
I mean, here's the thing. I
I
didn't
love.
like the story. It has beautiful animation. Like I'll give it that. I
And to
think
me,
animation is top tier.
that's the thing is I really like the story and I really like the characters. I mean, I like the animation, But I really love I really love the characters and the story of that anime. But I don't know if you ever watched that one though. I was telling Richard to watch. I don't know if Richard watched it or not. The one that the guy goes to that board and it's like I was telling you about the stuff. It's like he's saying and doing. You might have watched the episode. I don't know if you watched the episode I wanted you to watch. I can't remember the name of it, but
Oh, the Isekai show.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched like 6 episodes.
Mm. But did you see that episode?
Yeah, I just kind of dropped it.
Yeah, but did you like the episodes you watched though? You like that one episode when he was having this that about the mom and the maid? What was going on with that drama?
It got me interested, but
But
I think
it
that's when
starts
I
at
dropped it.
yeah, it starts at strong like that, but then it kind of
Yeah,
goes into the yeah. I think I told you that too. Though. I said in the beginning it's like,
yeah,
but then it kind of goes into the regular kind of stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, Bruce Leroy Jenkins going to get the glow. Yeah, like I said, I think you might like. You should try to watch some Cobra Kai. I think you would like it. Um, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. It's just if you watch, it's just crazy because you know it's from Karate Kid and it's like it feels totally different than that movies feel. Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Kai.
Yeah.
It feels so different than the movies. And I mean I liked the movies as a kid, but watching the series, I think I like the series more than the movies. But maybe just because you know, even though I think some stuff is kind of like some of the dramas, some of the fights stuff's going like, man, come on, this shit, this some stuff seems a little bit too make believe that happens, but I don't know. It's really got some this yeah, this new season should be good. I'm really I'm really it's and I think they keep it fresh too, especially this last season. What happened? They really. You think it's gonna go be a certain type of show, and it's not really what you think it's gonna be. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I guess guys, that's a movie. The Last Dragon. He's Bruce Leroy, The Glow. Yeah, yeah. But I think that might be it for tonight's show. Guess he said a good debate. But I don't really think there was a debate. I just think me dominating everybody. What I have to say because uh, oh, that's crazy. I don't know. But yeah, it's probably gonna be it till next time. Uh, yeah. Any closing argument? Any closing things to say?
Closing arguments are real. No, we gotta end it there.
What'd you say? Something's not real.
No, you said closing arguments. So I'm like, nah, I'm good.
No, I thought you said
I'm done. I'm done with this.
no, it was
Made
good
no
fun.
sense.
It was good fun. We haven't had Bam Bam in here, so usually I get it in with Bam Bam. We didn't had him. I was gonna tell him to get on last night when I was playing Apex with him, but I was like, nah, probably not. I was gonna because they haven't had any fun arguments. You know how, you know. But I mean, like I said, everybody has different opinions. I just think what I was trying to get my point. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna say no. I'm about to get into it again. But yeah, Final Fantasy 10 sucks unless you defend it, brother. Hey, I ain't the only one here that likes it.
Oh,
Wait, yeah, okay. I mean,
oh,
mm,
that shit.
yeah,
Huh. Final Fantasy X was a goddamn masterpiece,
that's what I'm talking about.
along with multiple other games back in 2001 that came out that same year.
Yeah, yeah. See, I ain't the only one gonna defend Final Fantasy 10. Now, I might like it more than him, but he's still in.
If you're saying Final Fantasy X is sucks, you're saying GTA 3 sucks.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 10 is great. I mean, you can like it as much. You might not like it as much as I like it, but I would say it's the greatest game of all time, or my favorite game of all time. I don't know what you would say favorite or great, because what makes games games. But to me, it's my favorite game of all time. I never had more fun never had a better experience playing a video game than I did playing. That's what it comes down to. I never had a better time playing a video game than playing Final Fantasy X. That's why it's my favorite game of all time. I never had a more fun experience, a better experience than playing Final Fantasy X. Even to this day, and I ain't gonna lie, a lot of that's from the story because it kept me hooked, but it was a whole package. I'm waiting for another experience like Final Fantasy X. This is I'm gonna say this before we close. Ever since I played he had to give me he had to tell me to defend it, so now I'm defending it. Ever since I finished Final Fantasy X, I've been looking to match that experience, and I've been chasing that experience. That's what got me on RPGs. You know why? Because I wanted another experience like Final Fantasy X. So every RPG that came out, especially on the PS2 days, I was buying it and playing it because I was chasing that Final Fantasy X experience, and no game came close. And it kind of sucks because those games are good, but back then I was a little down on them because they didn't bring that experience that Final Fantasy X brought to me. And ever since I beat Final Fantasy X, I've been looking for that same experience. That experience, it was so much fun. It kept me all night, play that game all night long, and then had to get up and go to work. But I didn't get up because I was already up because I was playing the game and went straight to work from playing that game. Me and my stepdad played that game all night, and then I had to go to work. I didn't stop. I had never had a game that gave me that kind of experience as Final Fantasy X. Even to this day, I'm still chasing that experience. That's why it's the greatest game of all time.
Yeah, let me just list off some games that were masterpieces that came out back in 2001. It came out alongside GTA 3 that same year, Halo, Silent Hill 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, all considered masterpieces. Devil May Cry,
Devil May Cry.
Smash Bros. Melee.
Yep.
Those were the biggest ones.
Yeah.
That's just like
I
strictly
remember
able to consider that.
I rented Smash Bros. Because I had a GameCube, but I didn't buy the game. I rented it first, and then I rented it. Like, you know what? Yep, we're gonna buy this game. Went and bought it. Not that I rented it. Like, yep, trying to buy it. X was great. Just knew it was an easy hook. I mean, it was a hook. It hooked me. I'm still chasing it. I'm still chasing that feeling. Still chasing that feeling that Final Fantasy X gave me.
Did you hear that Titus was supposed to be a plumber?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it in his pants.
I mean, obviously, but it just seems so odd. Why?
Yeah, I don't know what he was. I mean, if you kind of listen to the whole story, nine the best Final Fantasy. Hey, nine's number two on my list. Nine's number two. I like nine. I like nine a lot too. I really like nine a whole lot, but it doesn't compete with Final Fantasy X. And that could be because ten nine is good. I like nine a lot. I like the fantasy and stuff in nine a lot. It's just it doesn't compete with ten. And it could be because the graphics and the voiceovers and stuff. But it nine I would love for them to do nine, get a remake of nine. But nine's not as good as ten. But it is number two. That is my two top 10 Final Fantasy games. Is 10 and 9. And 9 has my favorite character, which is Zidane. I like that main character the best. I like Zidane a lot as a main character. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it before I get another rant. It's been fun, and if you're a fan of basketball, the men USA team's going for the Olympic goals tonight. But you gotta fucking watch it on the Peacock. God, it's so stupid. I don't know why they just don't have it on fucking NBC.
What are they against?
Against France.
Yeah.
Yeah, but France already beat them once so far in the Olympics before that, so that's gonna be good. I think the men should win, but it's not like they'll definitely they're gonna win. They could get beat, but they should win. I'm gonna try to watch it. Comes on at 10.
Is there anybody notable in the team?
Yeah, they got Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know who Kevin Durant is, you don't know basketball.
I know who he is, but it's like, yeah.
He's probably the most
He's got
popular one. He ain't the. I mean, you got Damian Lillard. You got a couple of people who actually had Devin Booker, who was in the NBA Finals. I mean, he lost. He was on the Phoenix. But then you had the other team. Some of the members of the opposite team, they joined late, but they both. But I can't think of those guys' names, so they're not very popular. They're not as big as the other player on the team. But they came from the Bucks. But yeah, you got Damian Lillard, you got Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, you got well, I can't think of everybody. But that's the main ones.
Yeah.
You got what's his name from the you get what's his name from the Warriors, but I can't think of his name. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's the two biggest ones though. Kevin Durant's the biggest player though. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm gonna try to watch it tonight. I got Suicide Squad on my TV been paused. I got like 40 minutes left to watch on it, but if I can watch this basketball game, I'm gonna watch this
Now,
basketball
does
game.
that take place in the past or something?
Listen, I ain't gonna talk about the past. Look. I'm already upset about that new movie coming out being takes place in the time when it takes place. I'm already disappointed. Like I was so hyped about this movie, now my hype level is so far down. I think the movie's gonna be good because it's martial arts, but I was really looking forward to the movie. Now I'm just like, I think it's still gonna be good, but God, I can't believe they did this, man. Come on, Marvel. Fuck all these fucking prequels. What is it? Shanghai Ten Rings taking place before Iron Man 2, maybe, or Iron Man 1? What the fuck is
Good.
going? Dumb shit.
I think here's the thing. I don't know why your mind is like this. It's like just ignore the fact that it takes place in the past.
I don't think I'm gonna hate this movie as much because I don't think it's got nothing to do with the other movies. You know what I'm saying? So I can
Yeah,
watch it.
it's gonna be like its own secluded thing.
Yeah, so I think I'm still gonna drink, but still knowing that it's like because I want to see how everything connects. So if it's taking place in the past, it's not gonna connect with the. I mean, I think they might do something with the future. I think they did something with Black Widow, but I haven't seen Black Widow yet. So, but I'm pretty sure they tied in with the future stuff. And I'm sure if this does take place in the past, they're gonna tie it in with the future somehow. At the very end of it, probably. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, hey, when they do Blade, I don't want to see no fucking Blade take place in the past. They better fucking be up in the timeline when Blade comes out. That's all I got to say.
Origin story, damn it.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna be a true origin story, but if they do an origin story, it's gonna be like it's gonna be jumping around. I think if they do an origin story, it's gonna be jumping around.
You're still not gonna like it.
Well, they better not fuck up Blade. I'm gonna be fucking disappointed.
I want to take place back in like the 1800s.
I'm playing Jackbox tomorrow. We'll set up a stream if you want to play. I'm probably not gonna play Jackbox tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what time you play and how I'm feeling. If I want to play that, I'm not a big fan of Jackbox. I mean, it's okay, but
Hell, do you not like card games?
listen,
Tabletop games.
I'm not gonna. You're not gonna draw me into this debate, dude. Listen, I'm not. I don't.
Really?
Listen, no. I didn't. I don't hate board games, right? I didn't say I hate them. I don't mind being with a group of friends playing board games. I'm not big on them. I rather play video games. I rather play Texas Hold'em card game. But as far as board games, still very low on my list and things I want to do. Don't hate them, right? Anytime you get a group of friends and do stuff, it's usually not a bad time. But I'm never gonna say, "Hey, let's play board games." No, I rather play cards. I
Tell me
rather.
you never play board games while getting drunk?
No, I'm saying you can always have a good time. Did you not hear me? Playing with friends, you can have a good time, right? But I'd rather do something else, like play Face. I'm not a big fan of card games besides poker, but I like Phase 10. You know, my mom got me into that
Yeah.
game. You know, play with my mom. I like that. I would have played Phase 10 in a board game, and Phase 10 is just fucking luck what cards you get and try to, match up. But I like Phase 10. Maybe because my mom plays it and I play it and I enjoy it. But I'd rather do that. I'm just not big into board games. I just it's not that I don't like it. I just rather do something else, right? I'd rather play video games or poker or but I don't mind the games. I just never found one that I enjoy more than doing something else. I guess it's not that I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can have fun, like I say, having some drinks, playing with some friends. Oh yeah, you're gonna have a good time. I don't think this. I enjoy. I mean, I just enjoy hanging out with friends. And usually when I'm hanging out with friends, it doesn't matter what we're doing. If I'm hanging out, we're just hanging out. I'm having a good time just because I'm hanging out with friends. It usually doesn't matter what we're doing. But it's different when you're playing online, right? You're not in the same room. It's not the same type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? But I usually just have fun when I'm hanging out with friends. It don't really matter what we do. But guys, hey, look, we've been trying to end this fucking pod. We keep getting dragging on. But we ran out of normal time about 2 hours, so it's not bad. But yeah, but it's been fun. Like I said, I enjoyed the stream. Philip was commentary and Eco of Heaven in the chat always get me going. I mean, I guess I just gotta be the bad guy because everybody disagrees with me, on my views. But I'm sticking with them. Don't matter. I'm sticking with them.
Not because some of your reviews are just fucking weird.
I'm not gonna say anything about them. I'm not gonna defend nothing because I'll get on another rant. I don't have time to explain why.
But
I,
doesn't like
listen,
things that take place in the past. That's like I could deal with you with the video game shit, but this specific like storytelling aspect is like
listen.
what?
When it comes, I'm gonna say this real fast. When it comes down, to where I don't like
Oh,
prequels. It's mainly because when I'm watching anime, I'm watching a movie, when I'm watching series, I always want to know I'm always looking for what's gonna happen next, right?
it's one of the weirdest things, dude. It's
That,
one of the weirdest things. I don't think I ever met anybody else who had that opinion.
let me get this so I can end this stream. The thing is, when I'm watching TV shows and movies, I'm always looking forward to what's gonna happen next, right?
Like
If
I
it,
understand that, but I never
so
met
so,
anybody with that
but
opinion.
but so when so I'm, when I so I'm, when I'm wanting to know what's gonna happen next, instead of giving me the goods and continuing the story and let me know what's gonna happen next, you bring out a prequel and make me wait. Now I gotta watch this just to get to. Nah, you fucked up. You don't fuck the whole shit. Nope, I can't deal with it. I want to know what's gonna happen next. I don't care about going back in the past. No, you need to keep the fucking story going because I need to know what's gonna happen next. I don't want to go back in the fucking past. I need to know what's gonna happen next, not this fucking backstory shit. That's probably where it comes from, right? Probably why I hate it as much as I hate it. Because too many times I've been watching something and I'm enjoying it, and next episode is what's gonna happen. Oh, we're gonna do a prequel. You fucked me over. I hate it. That's probably what it comes. That's probably the main reason why I don't like prequels. And sometimes they're not bad. It's just I'd rather just keep the feet. I would just know. I would just keep the story going. That's it. But guys, that's it. I'm ending it.
See you guys.
Peace out. Before we keep going. I didn't want to disconnect.